I was going to sing my morning song to you. I am Reverend Jill Brocklehurst Booth and a dear friend of Reverend Steph St. Amand. And she's invited me to be here with you this Thursday. And I am so thrilled to be with you. Today, we are expanding that love in our hearts. Oh, good morning, Michelle. Expanding the idea of what love is and immersing ourselves in that cloak of love in every way. And I just love being in love with you. Gorgeous Thursday, beloved. Look who's on Westy today. Oh, is that what you call it? Cool. Hi, Tammy. So good to see you. So good to be here with you. I love this morning practice. I chime in fairly regularly myself. I have an alarm even set on my phone, my handy dandy phone. I set my alarm for 7:55, and sometimes I am just sitting in meditation and my alarm goes off and I stop meditation and I join in. So thank you for joining in. Thank you, Peg. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you for being here this morning. So grateful to spend this special time with you and explore that love. Oh, hi, Nan. So grateful to see you. It was lovely to play with you on Monday. We had a lovely time just sharing and leaning into the deep pool of love that exists everywhere. You know, that's just such a great concept, really, is that love just is. When you see me look out this way, I'm looking at the beautiful outdoors here. I'm on the Pacific West Coast. I'm actually on Vancouver Island and surrounded by that loving embrace of Mother Nature. And she just fills my heart. It's the place where I love to go to feel connected. And that connection is really who we are, that connection to all life, that there is no separation. Good morning, Maureen. Thank you for chiming in. And loving you up as you love everyone up in your world. And love isn't something actually that we do. Love is who we are. And when we fall into this place of separation, of division, then we forget that love is that divine principle that is everything. And so nature is so great for me because I get out into nature and all of a sudden, I can feel like I am the forest. I don't know if you've had that experience. Or sitting on the edge of the ocean, for those of you on the West Coast, or visited the West Coast, when you sit there and those waves just, and it's like, I am the wave. I am part of the ocean. I melt into my experience. That's love. Love is that presence, that moment. Good morning, William. Yes, let's transform the world with love. And if you know what I mean, when we start melting into the moment, we get that experience of connectivity that goes beyond anything else. And it can be fleeting. I've heard many stories of these fleeting moments, and then we try to grasp it and make it happen. Can't do that because there's nothing to grasp. Love isn't something outside of ourselves. Love isn't something that I can make happen. Love just is. And so that experience of love is absolute presence. Do you know what I mean? It's like dissolving into the moment. Good morning. Good morning. Trees, yes. Here on the West Coast, we're lucky to have these beautiful old growth trees. Good morning, Lorna. Love and nature through connection. And if you ever step upon an old growth tree, she is, I think they're women, by the way, or yes, elders, our elders. She is magnificent, 800 years of wisdom, and then just falling into her bark and letting her hold you up. Good morning, Thelma. The love is everywhere present. And I think we have an affirmation for this morning talking about that presence. Yes, the radiant presence of love and peace dissipate fear, hate, and confusion. I am made of infinite light. I am the radiant presence. I am made of infinite light. We are just compressed light. That's all we are. And it is impossible to find ourselves in our head because that's not where we exist. We exist in the everythingness of life. The radiant presence of love and peace is what is happening. And in order for us to experience fear, hate, and confusion, we actually have to separate ourselves from truth and go, there is something I don't like, and here I am. And then we put up this wall of protection and we disconnect from the infinite light that is everywhere present, but we don't disconnect from it physically because it's impossible. We disconnect from it mentally. So the only thing we ever need to do is to realign ourselves mentally to get in the groove of the radiant presence of love and peace that is here always. I don't need to make it here. I don't need to go find it. I don't need to make anything happen. I don't need to wave a wand. I just need to remember that sometimes when I get into my thinking and I start thinking about us and them, good and bad, up and down, light and dark, any of those ideas of duality, when I get thinking about that, I have separated myself mentally from truth. So today, this morning, we're diving in, doing the deep dive into truth. We're removing everything. I was reading some Emma Curtis Hopkins, and she was talking about every night to go back, to go to bed and erase our memories because the past is no longer happening. And so if we can be like a child and waking up fresh, the mind has been cleared of all memory and we wake up fresh into the presence, this moment right here, right now, then we have immersed ourselves in infinite light and we have jumped into the pool of loving presence. How cool is that? So I'm inviting you to jump into that loving pool of presence with me this morning, and so grateful that you have jumped into wake up, say thank you this morning so that we can explore this deep dive. And I know, some of you I hear are other places on the planet. So it may not be your morning, it may be your afternoon, it may be your evening, wherever you are, erasing the past, stepping into the present and opening to the what is, which is the love. And love isn't a thing that we do. Love is what we awake to. It's the expansive, creative nature of the universe. Yes, Adrelia, I can't pronounce your name, Ardelia. Ardelia? I understand. Flowers give me the sense of being connected to the divine, right? Every time I come up to a flower, I'm like, I breathe it in and it's just like, wow, that's a miracle. Tammy, the radiant presence of love and peace. I love that. Yes, miracles everywhere, and you are a miracle. And so let's dive in together into this present moment. I invite you to know that there is just one thing happening, just one peace, one love, one power expressing in all its giving nature, expanding in all its delight and its beauty, its wisdom and its love. It is here, it is now, and it is always everywhere present. And because there is nothing else but this love, I am it. I am immersed in it. It is moving through me, as me, for me, lifting me up. It is the expression twirling around me, creating the magnificent moments of my life. And so I dive deeply into the presence. I allow that blanket of warmth, loving nature of the divine to wrap me in her glory and her wonder, making all crooked paths straight before me, erasing the past, for there is only this moment. And I dive deep into it, allowing the miracles to unfold through me as I open, as I look up to possibility and wonderment about how this universe, this wisdom, this intelligence wants to show up as me. Life is the delight, the joy. Light is the wellspring of activity. Life is always for life. And no matter about apparent reality, that is an illusion that is confusing me and it's separating me from truth. And so I allow that form of experience to dissolve back to the nothingness from where it came and turn upward into the light of love, allowing it to sweep me into grand possibilities, opening my heart to the experience of what is right for me. Life is always for me because life is love and it is creative and expansive and it is moving through me. I hear that still soft voice within my own heart, that compass guiding me in my perfect and right direction, and I allow it to flow. And I am so grateful. So grateful that I don't need to make my life good. It already is good. I am so grateful that I understand these grand principles of divine right experience and know that I can erase my past. I can step into this moment fully and I can allow the goodness to lift me up. I turn my attention to the parts of my life that are working for me and I let them expand. And for this, I am grateful. I surrender into the bliss, into the wonderment. I let go of my attachments and allow myself to soar ever so high. Life is the drug of love, and I am high on love and life. And for this, I give great thanks. There is nothing I need to make happen, and for this, I give thanks. I allow, and it is good. And so I surrender to it all. I surrender and I let go. And I allow this great day to continue to manifest in ways that are perfect and right for me. I see the goodness, I count my blessings, and move on into the next presence right here. And so it is. So it is. Wow, shining lights. Thank you so much for being with me. It is such a wonder to share this beautiful life with you and to know that we can do it on this incredible platform. How is this even possible? I once was with my auntie and she was having trouble sharing this love through this technology because it was too scary. I give thanks for all. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, and yet here we are, and this presence of love today is so, yay, Marianne, is so great to experience. People all across the world, we can connect together in truth and then radiate that truth outward. Wow, how magnificently powerful is that? That each one of us is a light beacon, is an example of presence in action. So wonderful to share that with you. Yay. Hi, Nan. So fun to have you here with me. Thank you for supporting this wonderful wake up. Say thank you. I also want you to know, hi, Lorna. It's good to be. It is good, and so it is. Beautiful treatment. Thank you, Lorna. It is so great to be here with you. And I want you to know that I'm from the center in Campbell River. You can find out more about us on our Facebook page, the Center CR. And we have all kinds of other things going on that you might enjoy. Ask a Practitioner, today's Thursday, happens every Wednesday. So you can chime into our Facebook page and you can look back and see that. Missy offers a Ask a Practitioner. If you have questions for her, you can submit them and then she will answer them in her program weekly. And we have so many other things happening as well. You can plug in on Sunday nights with us and get a rant for 15 minutes, kind of like this morning. And, and sometimes we have Rev Steph and Rev Tammy join us there too. And I am just so grateful to play in this pool of technology to share our light that it might shine outward, shine on. And I invite you to share these prayers outward with your friends and your family so that they can too benefit by knowing the presence. Can you imagine a world immersed in the presence? A world where everyone knew that they were connected to everything? Can you imagine what life would look like if each and every one of us could honor that light in everyone else? Wouldn't that just be the most magnificent world? And so we get there by shining our own radiant light. We get there by being that inspiration. And you have started by doing that right here with us this morning. You are already that radiant light. You are already shining brilliantly as your beautiful self. Keep on keeping on. I love you. I bless you. I can't wait to meet you. My favorite thing is to hug. Come on over to the West Coast and jump onto Vancouver Island and come for a hug and share the light that we are. Otherwise, I will see you here again. I am sure. Blessings, my friends. You have a wonderful day. And I think Steph wants you to share these prayers, right? Go on and be that light. Loving, blessing, splendor that you are. And have